Hello, this is the Vid Seeker, and this is gonna be my Blu-ray DVD disc update for April 26, 2011. Before I start, I just want to let you guys know there is a Criterion sale going on right now at the Amazon. It's not all the Criterion, certain ones, like some good ones they have. It's like Shot Corridor, The Naked Kiss, The Double Life Veronique, which I highly recommend getting. All those titles they have them for around $18, so it's a real good deal. Another one also, I think it's coming out tomorrow. It's called Blowout, the one starring John Travolta, and it's a film by Brian De Palma, and that one's also for around $18, so it'll be worth picking up. And also they have Wings of Desire. It's the German film by Wim Wenders, which I also highly recommend. Okay, first off, it's a movie that I picked up at a pawn shop. It's the Ultimate 3-disc edition, X-Men Origins Wolverine. This one I picked it up for $5, and I have heard that the image is not quite as good as it should be, but it's still pretty good. But I picked it up. It's got some good action. So, and I did enjoy it when I saw it at the theater. So it's a pretty good find. Another one that I picked up also at a pawn shop. It's the Army of Darkness, the Screwball Head edition. And on this one also, I've heard that they used a little bit too much of the digital noise reduction, so the image is not quite up there. But also I found it for $8, and since I do enjoy this film, I thought I'd still give it a try. Once I see it, I'll give you a closer review on it and see what I thought about it. The next one also from a pawn shop, it's The Last Exorcism. Now this film I have seen. It's told sort of like in a fake documentary style, and I did like it. It's about this guy who's a preacher, and he does exorcisms, but he's kind of like a fake exorcist. Basically, what he thinks about exorcism is that it's something psychological, that these people are just having like personal problems, and being possessed is like their way of just getting attention, or it's something, in their heads. So, but then he meets this one girl, and it actually might be the real thing. And it does come with some extra stuff, like some interviews, and I believe even an audio commentary by a lady that was actually, that she says that she was possessed, and also a commentary by an exorcist, and also by the filmmakers. So it's a pretty good find for $8. Another one also from the pawn shop. It's called KM31, or Kilómetro 31, which means kilometer 31, which is basically, it's like the closest I can think of it would be like a farm road area that's secluded, and it's sort of like a rest area. But the thing is, if you stop there, you're pretty much scared to death by this lady right here. And it's the nearest thing that I can compare it is like the legend of the Llorona. I forgot what they call it in English. The Crying Lady, something like that. So I've seen parts of it, and it does look that it does have a big budget to it, but I wasn't all over impressed by it. But I'll give it another look and see what I think about it. Maybe I'll do a closer review on this one. Another one, it's called from Big Lots. It's Runaway, starring Tom Selleck and Gene Simmons. This one is the $3 price. Basically, it's like a science fiction film, future science fiction, where there's this gun that they use that has bullets that can track a hit signature of a person. So if you fire it like around from the corner, it'll basically find you and kill you. I know it sounds very absurd, but it does have some good action and some good music to it, so that's why I picked it up. And it's also got those weird insect-like robots here. They're like killer little robots. So it's worth picking up, and for $3, not bad. Another one from Big Lots is Crossfire, starring Robert Young and Robert Mitchum. So you know it should be a very good movie. It's kind of like I believe it's like a detective noir type of film, or a gangster film. And it also comes with an audio commentary from a film historian. And the last one that I picked up at Big Lots, and I was surprised that they're now carrying also films in Spanish. So it'll give me a chance to learn or practice more of my Spanish. It's called Su Excelencia, and it starts Mario Moreno Cantinflas, and it's been a long time since I've seen one of his films, so it should be pretty good. Another Mario Moreno Cantinflas that I picked up is called El Señor Fotógrafo. This one I picked it up at Walmart, and it was for $5. And it's also like a comedy film, so it should be pretty good. And something else that I found at Walmart, it's called Children of the Corn 2 and Children of the Corn 3. And I have heard some mixed reviews that this one here is pretty good, and this last one that it's not. According to this thing, it says it's the first time on DVD. I haven't seen either of these films, so once I do, I'll give you a closer review on it. This is basically just to let you know what's out there as bargain finds. These are the other ones are also, they're all from Walmart, and they're all in Spanish. This one is called El Escape de los Santos, Escape from De Los Santos, and it's basically about this man when he and his son, they were out hunting, and then they got back home, and then they decided to take a trip to Mexico. His son put away I believe there were rifles under the seat of the car or whatever they were driving, and the father wasn't aware what he did, that the guns were down there. So when they got to Mexico, the thing is, in Mexico they have a law that if they catch you with any weapons, if you're a foreigner, you're automatically considered a terrorist or a smuggler. So when the cops or immigration stopped them, they spotted the guns and they threw him in jail, and basically you go to jail for 8 years. So this is basically that story. And I believe it happened around this area where I live. So that's another reason I picked it up. So once I see it, I'll see if I can give you a closer review on it. The next one that I picked up, it's also in Spanish from Walmart. And basically I picked it up because this one real pretty lady right here. And her name is Jennifer Telly. And it's called El Padrino, the Latin Godfather, and she does look very, very pretty here, very hot, even on the back. So I'll see how this one goes. And the last one that I picked up is Mejor es que Gabriela no se muera. It's better that Gabriela doesn't die. So it's kind of like a dark comedy type of film. So I have not heard anything about it, but I picked it up since I had it for $5. and I'll give you also a closer review on all these DVDs that I've seen later on. Now, something I got in the mail, it's this little guy right here, or big guy. It's the 1968 Godzilla. And I found him actually pretty cheap. But actually I was expecting him to be a little bit bigger, but still, it's like around 6 inches. But it's very detailed. So I was happy with it. And like I said, I did find him real cheap. And if you've seen it, I have done another video where I picked up him and another, oh yeah, Gigan, this guy right here. And also I picked him up a little cheap, not as cheap as Godzilla, but still pretty good. And it's about the same size also. The other Gigan, I always thought with this version of Gigan, he looks like a mutated penguin, doesn't he? In the profile right there. And you turn him around like this, kind of looks like a roasted chicken or turkey. There you go. Yeah, but it's still pretty cool. I picked up another version of him, so if you see it on the video that I did of this guy's, it's also a Gigan, the newer version, and that version I picked up at Best Buy. No, not Best Buy, I'm sorry, at Toys R Us. And they had them for around $10. Now, one last thing that I got in the mail today is the 3 films of Jesus Franco, which basically what it is, it's the complete soundtrack to Vampiros Lesbos, where this other version, Vampiros Lesbos, the dance party, or psychedelic dance party, I believe it's called. This one basically has the best stuff, but not all the cues that were used in the movie, where this other one does. And basically what it is, it was a record that was written by these 2 German composers, Manfred Hubler and Siegfried Schwab. They wrote this music, I forgot the title of it, but I know it had the word vampire in there. And it was this one album, and when Jesus Franco, he heard it and he liked it. And so he used some of the cues in Vampiros Lesbos, and then some of the other cues on these other 2 German films. So this is like the complete original album that these guys wrote. So it's got all the cues from the Vampiros Lesbos, and then plus these other 2 cues that were used in these other films. Now this other version I still recommend getting, because you can get it pretty cheap for around $15, maybe less, used. And even I think this person found it less, for like $2, I believe, at a record place. So you might want to check out see anybody there, or any areas where they sell CDs. They might have it cheaper, as a bargain. Fine. Now this version is extremely hard to get. I don't think you'll be able to find it anymore. I just got very lucky finding it, so it was my lucky week. So that's basically it. So like I said, I'll give a closer review on these other films that I got today later on, and I hope you enjoy this little update, and wish you guys having a great day, and happy hunting out there.